we're going to create a frequency table and then a histogram based off of this data. So in order to do this, we first want to kind of think about how much we have. So when I add these together, I have 33 total numbers in my data set. So that means when I add up my frequencies, I should get 33. And I know my total proportion should be 100. So I look, and my smallest age, right, my lowest age is 10. So that's where I want to start, 10, and then I go up by 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So for frequencies, you can either look through and say, well, I have 110, and that means 1 out of 33 is roughly 0.03, which is 3%, right? You can write any or all of those in the terms of proportions. And you can go through and you can either use tallies or you can just count them as you go. You just want to make sure that your total frequencies, all of those together, add up to 33. So I'd like you to hit pause and complete this table. So there's my table. 100% is the same as 1. I did have to round these, so I'm not sure if it comes out exactly right. I actually didn't check. I don't think it does. I think it's off by like maybe 1%. But I rounded. I went to 2 decimal places and that's it. So you've got to kind of be a little bit lenient in how you round in order to the proportions. You should be close to 100%, either maybe 99 or maybe even 101, but you should be close. I think I rounded down for all of these, so it makes sense that I'm off by 1%. So we're now going to use this table to create our histogram. Now, my histogram, let's see, I'm using the ages, and over here, I'm going to use the proportion. Now, you can see, and maybe you can't see, but they don't have the ages here, and these proportions are just not going to work for us. So I'm going to retype in 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hopefully in what you have, they're a little bit better. But I'm actually going to go by 0, 5, 0.1, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25, because that kind of works for my data. So when I graph this, I'm at 0.03. So 0.03 is about here. 0.06 would be just above that line. Oops, got a little fat in that one. 0.06, 0.12. Okay, I'm going to hit pause and finish. Go ahead and hit pause and finish yours. All right. So this is what my graph looks like with my proportions. Now, number 1, symmetrical, skewed left, or skewed right. Well, because my biggest bar is here, it appears that the biggest tail is to the left. So I think it looks skewed left, but we will compare that by using the average and the median. So I'm going to do the multiplication piece. I don't want to add those 33 together, although maybe I should. It might help my math a little bit. But when I do this, I'm going to say, okay, I have the age of 10 and there's 1 person, so that's 10 total. The age of 11 has 2, and that's 22. 12 times 4 is 48. 13 times 5 is 65. 14 times 3 is 42. 15 times 5 is 75. 16 times 7 is 112, 17 times 4 is 68, and 18 times 2 is 36. When I sum those up, I get 478. So to find the average, let's go to this page, to find the average, I'm taking 478 divided by the 33 people I have, and my average is 14.5. Now the median is a little bit harder. We can't do the cross them out on the histogram because we have proportions. And if we go to the table, it's not as easy with the frequencies, so we might have to actually either put the numbers in order or maybe cross them out different ways, and you can kind of think of this however you like. But if I get rid of a 10, I have to get rid of an 18. And now I'm done with 10s because there was only one of those. I have one more 18, there it is, and I have an 11. So I've taken care of my 2 18s. I'm going to kind of just keep tracking here. I have 2 11s, so there's another one of those, and I'm in 17s. My 11s are done. I work my way in. I'm going to do a 12 and a 17, a 12 and a 17, a 12 and a 17. I don't see any more 17, so those are done. I still see a 12 and a 16. That's all the 12s I see. So I'll go to 13 and 16. There's a 13 and 16, 13 and 16, 13 and 16, 13 and 16. It's kind of fun. I don't see any more 13s. So now I can go to 14s and 16s. I don't see any more 16s. So 14, 15, 14, 15. All I have left is 3 15s. If I get rid of 2 of them, my median is 15. So mean is less than the median, so that means we are skewed left, which is exactly what we said based off our picture. So it's always nice when the math backs up what your picture says.